Jerry back with at Theatrically Jerry, and today I'm going to show you this super cool and useful wash light fixture at a budget-friendly price. So this is a generic brand. The model number is ZQ06122. Now this is a 9 by 12 watt wash light. Included with purchase is the main unit. As you can see, I do have two here. You're also getting the user manual. Now, the user manual isn't very in-depth. It does have a couple of different languages, English being the first one. It is going to give you your channel values, so definitely keep this just in case you need to program a fixture profile. However, I did notice that UKing did have a D4 profile for this light fixture that I found on my particular console, so I just downloaded that, but you can, of course, program your own profile for this light fixture using the user manual. Next is a metal link bracket that they have included. So this link bracket allows you to connect these light fixtures together on the back. There's screws that you unscrew, and then if you can see there, there's a hole, and you just screw the screw in. So you can connect these side by side, or you can also connect them from the top, so up and down, or the bottom, however you want to do it. They do include two of these with each light fixture. The next thing that they've included is a PowerCon power connector. I was glad to see that they included this and not an IEC power cable. The PowerCon power connectors feel more professional, so I was glad that they included this as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at this unique looking fixture. The body is made from aluminum and steel, so it actually is very sturdy and durable. It has a very nice texturized black powder coating, so this actually feels great on your hands when you're moving the light fixture around. This light measures in at 12.992 inches tall by 12.992 inches wide, since it's a perfect square light fixture. The fixture's depth is very thin. I'm going to go ahead and spin this around to show you. It measures 6.299 inches from the front to the very back of this box here, making it very versatile for installations. It weighs in at 9.4 pounds, making it lightweight and portable. The front of this fixture features 9 circular frosted lenses. The lens is made out of polycarbonate plastic, which I actually prefer on this type of light fixture because it doesn't generate a lot of heat, and plastic lenses don't break as easily as glass ones do. They might scratch a little easier, but they're not going to break if they ever get an impact on them. So I like that they are plastic. Each one has a frosted film over it, which allows for diffusing the light beam, creating a 60-degree beam spread per each lens. So you're going to get a very wide wash light out of this light fixture. Behind each one of these lenses is a 7-in-1 LED engine. So you're going to be getting red, green, blue, and white on this. So you're going to be able to mix in the RGB color space. You're not going to get amber or UV, which kind of disappointed me, but they did make up for it by including cyan, magenta, and yellow. So this is technically a 7-in-1 light fixture, and you're going to be able to color mix in RGB as well as CMY. So you're going to be able to produce a lot of different colors with this light fixture, and at the price point of it, that's an actual really cool feature that they've included. Let's take a look at the back of this wash. The back has a neatly laid out design featuring 3-pin DMX in and out, as well as PowerCon power in and out. This allows linking of multiple fixtures together. So below this whole control unit here, if I go ahead and flip this over, you're going to see that there are two exhaust fans. These are not variable speed fans, so they're going to run at full speed no matter how hot the light fixture gets. We're going to go ahead and do a sound test and hear how loud the light fixture is, or how silent it is, of course. But those two fans are in charge of keeping this light fixture cool and running, so it's very cool, no pun intended, that they have included two fans for this light fixture. Alright, so we're about a foot away from this light fixture. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys hear how loud the fans are. So they're running at full speed. As you can hear, the fans are not loud at all on this. You're not going to hear it from probably 5 feet away from the light fixture. They're super quiet, efficient little exhaust fans, so you're not going to hear this light fixture running. To the right of the DMX ports is a blue LED display. I like the blue over the red LED because it's more discreet in the dark, and I also find it easier for me to read. Below the screen are 4 buttons for navigating the menus. The buttons are rather small and kind of hard to locate, especially in the dark. I would have preferred larger buttons, but they do all click and make a tactile clicky sound, so they're not too bad. But like I said, I would have preferred larger ones. These are extremely small. We have our menu button, our up button, our down button, and our enter button. All right, so let's go ahead and power this on and take a look at the built-in menus for this light. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on at the power source, as there's not a power switch on this light fixture. All right, so the light fixture is powering up right now. As you can see, the LED display is flashing here. We're going to go ahead and check out all of the different built-in menus for this light. All right, so as stated earlier, the blue LCD display has red LED characters on it. So the blue and the red creates a great contrast, so it's a lot easier to read than the traditional red on red LCD displays. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the built-in menus here. The first one is flashing A001. This is to set your DMX channel address for the light fixture. So A meaning address, and right now I have it set to 1, and you can of course set it from any value all the way up to 512. Our next menu is the DMX channel mode. So this does have several modes. Depending on which mode you set it in is what is going to populate your DMX channels. So there's a 4-channel mode, a 6, a 9, a 36, and a 38 channel mode. So this light fixture does offer a lot of control via a light console, or controller. I'm going to go ahead and set it to 9-channel mode because that's the best bang for your buck. The next menu here says R255. So this is going to be your master dimmer for each color. So right now, R255 means that my red LED is at maximum, or 100%. You can, of course, dim this all the way down to 0, which will turn it off. And any value in between will make the red channel brighter or darker. The next menu is G, and again, same thing. This is for your green LED. Then we have blue. And then we have white. So you can select any of the colors from red, green, blue, or white on the built-in menu. This menu is for strobe. So the F here for whatever reason, again, means strobe. This allows you to select the strobe speed, and 255 being the max strobe. And we're going to look at the strobe later on here to see how well the refresh rate is, but you can control the strobe. CL here is the menu that I was going to explain to you. Depending on which number you select, it's going to display the built-in colors as a single color on the light fixture. So every single LED is going to be that color. So CL01 is red, CL02 is green, CL03 is blue, CL04 is white, CL05 is yellow, CL06 is magenta, CL07 is cyan, CL08 is white, and so on. So you can select a couple of built-in colors with the CL menu here. EF stands for effect, and in this case it's the built-in macros for this light fixture. There are 32 built-in programs or macros. We're going to go ahead and take a look at those right now. Here, this is effect 1 on the EF menu. This is effect 2, effect 3, effect 4, effect 5, and there are 32 effects total on here. I'm not going to go through all of them for obvious reasons, but we're going to look at a few. Here's effect 6. We got our cyan and magenta in there, as well as yellow. Effect 7. Effect 8. Effect 9. And effect 10. So as you can see, there's a lot of fun built-in effects with this light fixture. The built-in macros on this are great. I am kind of sad to see that there's only 32 of them, but that is a lot more than a lot of other light manufacturers offer for a light fixture, so I can't complain there. Our last menu is sound mode, and that is SU. And the value here, 1, you can select different sound sensitivities. And there are 3 total. So there's going to be one that's super sensitive, and then less sensitive, and then even less sensitive. And this light fixture has a very sensitive microphone built into it, and it's actually pretty reactive. We're going to go ahead and take a look at that as well. So as you can see, this light fixture has a very sensitive built-in microphone. It's actually reacting quite well to my voice, so it's going to act even better with your sound system. And basically, it's going to run through a bunch of built-in programs that are going to react to the sound that it's picking up on its microphone. This light fixture has one of the most sensitive microphones I've seen on a light, which is great because it is going to react quite well to sound. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at the dimmer on here. This is going to be the master dimmer for this light fixture. We want to see how well the light goes from maximum intensity back down to 0 intensity. So from 0 to 255 on the DMX address for the dimmer. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this up really slow. This is our red channel. This is maximum, and then I'm going to bring it back down to 0. So as you can see, this dims extremely well. I would say it's a 16-bit linear dimmer on this. There are no jagged steps. It's a very smooth dim all the way up to 100% intensity. I'm going to go ahead and take out our green. And let's go ahead and see what the white looks like. Just because it's a lot easier to look at the intensity using the white LED. So it's at maximum right now, and I'm going to bring it down. We're going to fade this light out to 0. And I'm just using the master fader on my light console. You could, of course, program this and probably get a much smoother dimming, but let's go ahead and take a look at it at the very lowest end, because that's usually where LEDs fail on their dimming, is at the lower end instead of the higher intensity. I'm going to bring this up extremely slow on the lower end. So this is about 1%. As you can see, the LEDs here are on just a little bit, and then that's off. So I'm going ahead and flashing these to show you guys that. And then I'm going to bring it up to 2%, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this does have a lot of steps for its dimming, and it's a pretty smooth linear dimming system on this light fixture. So I'm actually pretty impressed for the price of this light, that it's capable of dimming this smoothly. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the strobe on this to see how well this light fixture strobes, because a lot of times the cheaper lights don't strobe well, meaning their refresh rate or the hertz of the strobe, how many times it strobes per second, isn't that great. I like to see at least a 25 hertz strobe on a light, because that looks the best. So let's go ahead and see what this is capable of doing. So right now I'm bringing the shutter or strobe channel up very slowly so we can just kind of see the different strobe effects. So right now I'm at about 30%. And the higher up on this channel, the faster the strobe is going to be, of course. So we are now at 70%. And as you can see, the strobe's starting to pick up here. From 0% to about 70% is built-in strobe macros, meaning the strobe is going to chaotically and randomly strobe from slow to fast. And then from 70% up to 100%, it's going to fine control the strobe. So right now, you can kind of see how it's a little chaotic. And then at 70%, it's going to start fine tuning it. And we are now at 85%, 90%, 95%. I am now at 100%, and the light is strobing so fast that my camera can barely pick this up, meaning that the refresh rate has to at least be the speed of how I'm recording. So right now I'm recording at 30 frames per second. So I'm going to assume that this is as good as a 25 hertz strobe, just because of how fast it's strobing right now. I'm going to bring it down a little bit just so you can see the individual pulses from the strobe, but at 100% right here, it's strobing so fast that your eyes can't really see it and the camera can't capture it. So that's a pretty good strobe system for a light fixture at this price point. I appreciate you guys for watching my channel at Theatrically Jerry. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments about this light fixture or lighting in general, you can go ahead and leave it down below. I do respond to them as quickly as I can. If things like DJ lighting, stage lighting, effects, atmospherics, equipment, anything like that, DMX control, interests you, go ahead and subscribe to my channel at Theatrically Jerry. I do a lot of reviews similar to this. I also do a lot of tutorials as well. So if that does interest you, again, go ahead and subscribe to my channel at Theatrically Jerry. And thank you guys for watching.